Jack and Dave rolling, boots on the ground, big rooster media.
What's up, Klamath Falls? This is Mike.
What's up, Klamath Falls? This is Dave.
We're back.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, not sorry.
it's been a fun summer, kind of a busy summer, but yeah, we're still here. We're still alive and kicking, right?
Yeah. You know, some of the stuff we talk about on the show, we actually go and do.
Right?
Kind of. Oops.
So, 4 days of camping on a lake, and then came home, and we're cranking this one out because we got more camping to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, didn't want to leave you guys hanging 2 weeks in a row.
Well, and thanks for sticking around.
Yeah. So, in case you missed it, there was an air show this weekend.
Some of us did.
I saw somebody complaining on Facebook, oh, I got a petition with 167 signatures to stop the noise, and nobody paid attention to me. You know what? I'm pretty sure the air base was here long before that person lived here. But that on the side, it was really cool to have an event like that in Klamath Falls. People say there's not a whole lot going on in Klamath. I beg to differ. I mean, you have the Thunderbirds. I mean, I had a pretty much an air show in my backyard if I wanted to watch it. So, unfortunately, we were camping during the actual air show. That's why we don't have coverage of the air show itself. So, sorry, not sorry again, as Dave said, because we had this trip reserved long before we found out what the date of the air show was. So,
well, the air show was a good turnout. Heard it was well put on. Lots of static, and of course the Thunderbirds flying around. I did hear the parking was horrendous, but that means it was successful. So,
right. You know, that's to be expected. You have an event of that magnitude here in town.
Right.
Yeah.
In that area where it's not like a grocery store with, hey, come on, get parking.
Right.
Yeah, there's
a massive parking lot at the airport, but still, for an event like that, it's not nearly massive enough.
No.
But great job by the folks that put that on. Kudos to Kingsley Field and all the folks that work out there at the base and on the civilian side. I'm sure lots and lots of hard work to put that on. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, the two big fires closest to us, the Hagelstein and the Elk fires, are now in what they're calling the mop-up stage, which they have the fire lines around it. The smoke has definitely subsided substantially. Luckily, the temperatures are pretty mild today, so
Not
that's
bad for July.
helping. Yeah, it's helping a little bit, but still, do your due diligence. We don't need more of that stuff here. Watch what you're throwing out the car window, and maybe campfires, or I don't know. Just do your listen to Smokey.
Yeah, I know. We poured some water on our campfire over the weekend, while we were out there. So, yeah, it's avoidable.
Yes.
So, bouncing back to me, I did go to a county commissioners meeting.
Hey!
And, they have an agenda for every meeting. You can kind of go over what they're going to talk about prior to the meeting starting.
Man, that looks all official and stuff.
Right? It is. And it's really cool. And found, people want transparency in government. I come kind of finding out it's really there if you're willing to inconvenience yourself with getting involved. I know not everybody is available at 1 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, but these meetings are also, if you go to the Klamath County website, you can watch. They're all recorded, and so you can go on the YouTube or on the Klamath County site and find each meeting and watch it. So you don't have to actually physically attend there, because I get that that's a challenge for folks that are still working, but they have the meeting minutes, they have planning meetings, they have business meetings. So starting to learn a lot. And I'm just going to, a real quick aside. One of the things I did learn that I think is awesome that's available in Klamath Falls is KCC is now offering a well drilling program. And it was created via grants. Your tax dollars are not being used for this. It was made via grants, and much needed, because a few years ago we were in severe drought, and farmers, private residences were all looking for wells, while drillers, they were months out. Well, here's an opportunity for people to get trained to actually drill wells.
Another good trade.
Exactly. That's the thing, man. With AI coming along, um, trades, skills that you use your hands and your brain for are going to be very much desirable, because AI is going to do a lot of the easy work for you. So if you're going to want to make a living, you're going to have a hands-on skill. And what a great way to do it if you have a little bit of an entrepreneurial spirit in you. Great opportunity, yourself a business loan and get a well drilling rig. And anyway, I'm sure I'm making it sound easier than it is, but I was impressed by the openness of the county commissioners. We've had 2 of the 3 on the show here. Commissioner Minty and Commissioner Nichols have both been on, very open and forthcoming with their ideas and plans for the county. And then going and actually sitting in on a meeting, there's so much more available. One thing I have to interject: there was a guy there. You can sign up to speak at the meeting when you get in there. There's a little register. Yeah, I'd like to speak about whatever. He opted to not do that, and instead waited until the meeting was over. Was extremely rude to me, and was extremely rude to Commissioner Nichols. I don't know what your name is. I'm assuming you watched the show because you knew I had a podcast without actually me telling you or anything else. Have a little respect for people when you're talking to them. Commissioner Nichols did offer you to go back to his office, have a discussion. You just decided to stand there in front of the recording crew and a few stragglers in the commissioner's the meeting room, and it was just rude. It was disrespectful. Have a little respect for people. All right, I'm off my high horse.
Or get your own platform.
Well, yeah. Start your own podcast, for crying out loud. But I mean, yeah, if you got an issue, absolutely, you're free to air that out with somebody. But for crying out loud, have a little respect with them, instead of just trying to dress somebody down when I was trying to have a conversation with them in a public environment. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Not just saying your knee hurts and then don't want it looked at or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, I was something said in a meeting that he didn't agree with at a prior deal, and he didn't like the way Commissioner Nichols handled it. And you know what? I mean, that's fine. You can have disagreements, but handle it respectfully is all I'm saying.
Right.
And he don't know me from nobody outside. I'm assuming he watches the show, and to tell me it's about time I show up at a meeting and learn what's going on. Well, not that I don't know what's going on. I just am seeing it from a different perspective. I doubt he's had 1.5, 2-hour conversations with our commissioners that were actually 2-way conversations.
Small town famous.
Right. Yeah. I got a name for that, but I'll leave him. I'll give him specifically. I'll leave him. All right.
Well, I guess I'm on the fire duty. So, just reporting a fire last weekend as we're shooting this. Should have been like Friday. 2300 Mountain Valley Boulevard. Yes, it is part of Sky Lakes. Luckily, I guess it was at night, so no harm to patients and or employees.
Fire up at the hospital.
Yeah,
Missed that one.
Well, we were out of pocket, but yeah. So they're still looking into it and figuring out what caused it. But yeah, the services are on hold in the meantime. So if you're calling, I don't know, X-ray and it's not available, that's why.
All right, fair enough. Back to me, sir.
Back to you.
Hey, so Rip City Riders had their benefit run weekend prior to the air show, and it was a I gotta say, it was a big success. We had a comedy show with Mike Wally Walter, who absolutely killed it. The guy was hilarious. Jimmy Turner at Retro Room recommended him, and he opened up for us, got the party started. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate you being there, and I definitely appreciate you recommending Mike. He was great. But yeah, comedy show on Friday night with a tri-tip dinner. If you have not come to one of those next year, where it's going to be bigger and better than this year, we were 5 tickets shy of a sellout for that show. So I suspect next year will be an absolute sellout. But it was, and then we had our motorcycle or our poker run on Saturday, and great turnout for that. Thank you, Klamath Falls, and folks from all over the place. We had folks from Eugene and Grants Pass, and I think a couple came down from Bend area. So thanks for that. Thank you for the support. We had a great time. Raised some good money that goes back to the community. We'll donate that back to Coats for Kids, Toys for Tots, and Food Bank, and who knows what other organizations. But it all goes back to Klamath Falls, Klamath County. Good thing. It's fun to do.
It's almost like recycling.
It is. So, and I got, honestly, real quick, I got to give a big shout out to Lithia Ford. They stepped up as our premier sponsor this year. Gave us a $5,000 donation, which, man, can't thank the folks over at Lithia Ford enough for supporting us that way and helping us put on comedy shows and poker runs and stuff like that. So, to Tim and the crew over at Lithia, thanks so much, man. We really appreciate you guys. All right, sir. Back to you.
All right. And what do you know? It's full-blown summer in Klamath, and there's stuff to do. So Bill wrote these in the wrong order, so we're going to have to talk with him after. But Bonanza Day is right around.
Wait, Bill's a him?
We'll talk to them. We're going to have to talk to Bill.
We got to talk to Bill. Yeah. Bill's androgynous.
Anyway, so yeah, Bonanza Days will be this weekend as of airing. So Saturdays, July 26th, of course, in Bonanza, they're going to kick it off with a parade, chili cook-off, car show, just a day of celebration, whatever.
That's fun. I used to live out there, so it's a good time.
So go out there and find something to do. I mean, there's something for everybody out there. And then
chili cook-off is like state renowned.
Yes.
And there's some great chili out there.
And then let's see, our fair kicks it off July 30th. And let's see, Chase Rice, Buck Cherry.
Woo!
Yeah, woo! And Saint something in the Saints. Anyway, so yes, basically a performance every night, and of course you know the fair. There's food, rides,
things.
Yeah, more
livestock.
Yeah, take the Bananas Days and just drip it out over 4 days, and that's what you're gonna get there. And then you're gonna get a little bit of pause, and so the Oktoberfest. Running Y.
The Septemberfest?
Yeah. Mark your calendars in September. So September 20th, Running Y. Yeah, so they're going to have bands. They're going to have, I think they do a ticket system for the brews. But yes, local breweries, kid stuff. So get your butt out there and find something to do this summer. There's stuff all over the place. Yeah, get your butt out there.
Fair enough.
Find something to do.
I have never made it to that. I should do that. I think for a moment, I'm open that weekend.
That is... No, you are not, sir.
Okay, fair enough. Figure if you didn't know, my wife would. And, yeah, anyway, all right.
All right, I think you got the upcomers.
The upcomers. So, yeah, pretty excited. So, August 1st, we are going to have Tammy from Tyus Yachts. I'm saying that right. Really nice lady. And if you're not familiar, you might have seen them pop up on Facebook or whatever. Tyus Yachts is native for medicine bag. But what they do, they don't just give things to the needy. They help them get on their feet. So they provide a mailing address, help them get cleaned up, help them get, how am I trying to put it? get situated where they can actually apply for a job and have a correspondence back and forth, help them with clothing, help them with food. They actually have a church on site, so they can help them with worship if they are inclined that way. Just a great organization. And so we are going to have Tammy from Tyus Yachts on August 1st, and then which is a Friday. That's when we record, so it'll be the following week. And I'm mathing right now. It comes out to like 8/4, I think, or 8/5, August 5th. Upcoming. And then the week after that, whatever date that is, Ty Cleaver with Skyline Brewery and Barbecue. He's going to be on the show to talk about his barbecue stuff. And I'm sure we'll discuss beer. I hope so. I mean, I'm happy to discuss barbecue. Supposedly, he might be bringing us some treats. So, yeah, right. So we can do a little food review while he's here. And if you have not had his stuff, Mountain Valley Gardens down at the end of Washburn, kudos to those guys. They have been putting on all kinds of entertainment down there, bands all the time, and again, the barbecue and beer down there. So keep an eye on Mountain Valley Gardens Facebook page, and they'll have their events posted there. But we went there a couple weeks back and saw Fat Sexy play and just had a really good time. Bring your own chairs, but we had a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to me I had something else, but there goes. My friend Ben likes to say it's got stuck on the Lazy Susan, and I have to wait till it comes back around. So, but yeah, there is still, we're what, halfway through summer, and there's still a ton of stuff coming up to do all the way into the fall. So,
well, and leave it to Klamath. I hate to use the term, but we usually have that Indian summer, kind of still hot, later August, September kind of thing. So yeah, there's going to be stuff going on. So
we'll keep you posted on it, and I would like to get Ben from Mountain Valley Gardens on the show as well. So hopefully later in August, September timeframe, we can get him to pop on the show too. I don't know, haven't approached him about it, but I'd like to.
Well, just do the Ryan thing, and if you say his name, it'll manifest itself.
It hasn't worked with the sheriff yet, but I'm trying. We are trying to get. I'll just leave that. We're trying to get Sheriff Mitchell on the show. I don't know if there's going to be much success in that, but we're trying.
There's ideas, and there's we'll pencil you in, and then there's stuff we announce. So Mitchell is a goal,
right? I would love to have him on the show just to hear his side of the challenges he's facing and what's going on with the sheriff's office. And
are you getting all official? I'll invite him on, just to crack a beer and say hi.
Sheriff Mitchell, I know that if you're watching, and from what I understand, you or you're somebody in your staff does, you're welcome on the show, and you have a open voice here. There's no judgment. There's two sides to every story, and all we've been getting is one side. Nothing against that or her, but we're assuming that you have a side of the story also, and even if it's not specific to, the case I'm talking about, but just in general, the day in and day out to the challenges of being a sheriff in Klamath County, we'd like to hear the story. So reach out, please.
Open topic.
Open topic.
Open table.
Let's just let's air it out. So
all right. Huh?
Other than that, I know you got somewhere to be. I got to start reloading and restocking for my next adventure.
Oh. You said reloading. I'm like,
no. Right. Well, yeah, by 24 packs, I'm reloading. But thanks, you guys. Sorry we missed you last week. We were going to have Christy Gurlette on the show. There are some technical issues that we are still working through with getting her to call in and us able to get it on one of our devices where all of our faces are seen and heard. And until we get that figured out...
There's a lot of buttons on here. I'm sorry, I can't...
Until we get that figured out, and we're working on it. So, but in the meantime, we're doing what we can to get the word out to you guys. So, thank you for watching, for liking, following. Please tell your friends. We're working hard to get more and more guests on the show, and Dave's looking down like I need to wrap this up. So I'm gonna.
I got stuff to do here, man.
We need a what do you call that? It was somebody like a college student that comes in and works for free.
Intern.
And we need an intern.
All right. I'll take one.
Yeah, right. Anyway, thanks you guys. Have a great week, and we will catch up with you next Tuesday. Thanks.